These are lawn clippings, and we don't put any chemicals on our grass, so once it's dried out, it works great for animal bedding. This has already dried, so we're bringing it in for some little chicks. Okay, this is dry on top, but if you dig down and turn it over, it's still really moist on the bottom. So you've got to keep turning it to make sure it's thoroughly dry before you use it, because grass can get really hot as it's drying. You know, when it's still wet, it can get really hot, and in fact, that's how barn fires happen sometimes, is from all that hot moisture. When they're really little, you can just scatter a little straw on top every day, and that'll be enough. As they grow bigger, of course, you are going to have to change the bin almost every day. This is actually more like hay than straw, and that's good because they're going to be free-range chickens when they grow up, so they'll be pecking away at that stuff anyway. So every few days, maybe every 3 days, you will need to change all of the bedding. It's good to handle chicks a lot so they get used to people. And it's always good to put your food and water up on risers of some kind, anything to raise it up a little bit, because as much as they kick around in the hay, you can see it ends up in the water trough no matter what. So give it a little space to help it last a little. So those guys have a fun little place to be for about 5 minutes while we get new bedding in their home. There's a lot of chicken manure in here, so this will be really good for the garden. We just want to make sure and give it a chance to dry out. If it's dry, there's almost no odor at all, and you can put it in. If it's moist, not completely dry, you'll smell ammonia within a couple hours when you bring it inside. We're putting our makeshift platform there to get the food up out of the way, and one for the water. Now it's time to bring everybody home to the other bin. Here, have a drink, guys. So that's what we do with our grass clippings. It's all natural. It's a lot cheaper than buying wood chips, because we end up with a lot of grass mowed during a year. So we got happy chicks and fresh new grass, and don't have to buy any wood chips.